And it's another great day, and I'm so glad you're tuning in. So good to have you here. Today I want to talk about the life you're leaving behind. Now, I'm not talking about when you pass over. No, I'm not talking about that at all. No, I'm talking about you living a bigger life, because living a bigger life means it has to be bigger than the life you're leaving behind. Now, when I think about leaving a life behind, I'm talking about you moving forward. I've been listening to the Quit Your Sugar Summit, and a lot of it is talks about addiction and how we're programmed or imprinted and the neural pathways to the brain and how the circuitry's like, sugar, I want some more, please. Even walking down the sugar aisle, the baking aisle, and just sniffing it, that the neural pathways light up. You don't even have to consume it to have the reaction in the physical form. So your future life needs to be bigger. You need to just say, you know what? I'm ready for something more. I've been playing small. I've been answering that little voice in my head that says, hey, why not? Just one cookie. Well, one cookie leads to another to another. If it was once in a great while, I'd say sure. But we are a physical human being that's very intricate, and the brain has a dopamine hit. So we're in this state of being connected to that constantly. Even in the checkout aisle, I've noticed the self-checkout, that there's up above, there's a shelf now with candy bars. You can't even get away from it going in your own self-checkout. Oh my goodness. It's not that I'm trying to portray that it's hard. I'm just saying, hey, you gotta be bigger. Not physically bigger, like obese bigger. We're not talking about that. We're talking about reducing the body by staying away from the things that no longer serve us. So if it's not sugar and it's another thing that you're doing that you know is not good for you, then you just gotta say to yourself, what do I need to do different? How am I going to live life differently? How do I leave that old life behind? How do I let it go and say, you know what? I'm ready for it to be renewed. I'm ready for this to be more enhanced. And it's okay to want more. It doesn't mean you have to do it overnight. No, it takes time. And even when you're detoxing from sugar, it could take a couple of weeks. When I had a fungal infection and I knew I wanted to starve it out by not feeding it, I dropped all sweet things, sugar, fruit, even tomatoes. I know they're considered a fruit and they're not necessarily sweet, but I thought to myself, nope, I'm going to get off potatoes. I got off bread. I just stopped everything because I was so determined to get healthy and better, and I had to be bigger than my urge, my little voice in my head saying, oh, just one little candy bar, just one little Hershey Kiss. Well, I'll tell you, I did cheat. And you know what happened? I fell almost to the floor because I was so dizzy from constantly having way too many sweet things and having a fungal infection from black mold. No, I couldn't take just one little piece. And so I want you to think about that. What would it take for you to be bigger? What mindset, what role, what goal, what support group, what thing would you need to help you have a bigger, more enhanced, more satisfying, more joyous, more healthy life? And I know that's a big question, but you want to be bigger. You do. You want your whole essence, your whole being to experience life in a greater degree. So that's the tip I have for you today, and I want you to think about it deeply, because it's not going to be as easy as you'd like, but it can be easy if you have all the right tools in your toolbox. So drop me a line. Let me know about your things that you'd like to change, that you can leave the old behind and have a bigger life in order to release those things that no longer serve you. # Psychic Senses, # Replay. Love to hear from you, and I will talk to you real soon. Remember, I have a class coming up, so if you're interested, drop me a line, DM me, and we'll see what we can do to get you in there. All right, talk to you soon.